This is Carlisle's Tech Reviews. And I dare YouTube to try to give me a copyright strike on that. That was my own creation, that music that you just heard. So today we're talking about coin. Do you have coin in your wallet? What's in your wallet? So coin is basically a new product that you can get for the wonderful price of $100. So for $100, I believe it used to be $125, now it's $100. Basically you get this little hack card. I'm calling it a hack card, but I'm just saying that because it looks like something a hacker might create to trying to run some scams here, but this is not a scam. This is a legitimate product. Basically, like you just saw in the animation there, the guy had all these cards, right? You got all these cards in your wallet, right? You got all these different credit cards, you got membership cards, all kinds of cards that you swipe. Maybe Costco. I'm not a Costco member. Maybe there's a Costco card. Regardless, you got all these cards that you swipe that have these metallic strips on the back. And you also have NFC deals where you can tap and go type of deal. And again, it's a lot of stuff in your wallet. So rather than having all these things in your wallet, you can get this one device that they have called Coin. So there's your coin. So basically, it's this kind of
that is, all of your cards.
It's a digital card that can pretty much clone all your other cards. So you're able to actually use this thing and choose what card you want to use. So in this, for example, this guy has an Amex card and he has put it inside of his coin card. So now he can choose Amex and now he can swipe it and it'll be basically the same thing as if he had the Amex card. Maybe he has a MasterCard as well. He codes the MasterCard in there, so when he goes to buy something, he selects MasterCard, and then he swipes it, and again, it's just like having the MasterCard. So basically, the best way to think of this is imagine that this card essentially has the ability to clone all of your cards. It's like, I forgot the name of that character from Mutant X. What was that character where she could change into anyone that she wanted to be? Chameleon. It's like a chameleon card. So it can be any one of your cards that you've programmed it to be. So if you've got 5 cards, you program each of those 5 cards. When you go to buy things, you select one of those 5 cards, and then you can just automatically swipe it. So one of the things that I want to automatically ask about is how easy is it to switch from card to card? And it looks like it's probably not that big of a deal. It's probably just a single click,
but
I'm assuming.
First I had to see if it would work.
If you look at the video, you can see it looks like he does click through a little bit. Let's see. Visa. Yeah, see, he's doing it.
All of your cards
Visa, MasterCard, Amex. So that's pretty easy. I mean, if you got 10 cards, you might have to click on it 10 times to get to that 10th card.
First I had to see if it would work.
It depends on how many cards you have, how much of a pain in the butt that's going to be. But then again, the thing about it is, well, I'm making an assumption here. I would hope that they were smart enough in the programming. And if they're not smart enough now, they can certainly be in the future because it's software. They can modify it. But frequently used cards, there should be a favorites thing, or at least when you're using it, the most maybe it could be smart, like a Pandora, and it kind of recognizes what cards you use the most. So whenever you go through the list, it's gonna start with the most popular card, then second most popular, and third most popular. I don't know if they did that, right? They may not have been clever enough. Stroking my ego to think of that. But if they did, that would be awesome. Because otherwise, again, when you want to use that 10th card on the list, maybe perhaps you can order them yourself. So you can decide which card comes first, which one comes second. Or maybe there's no order at all. It's just, it's got a list. And then if you used Amex last, then when you come back, it's going to be still on Amex. So whenever you want to use another card, hopefully it's not too many clicks away. Then again, how big of a deal is it for you to click 10 times? I mean, I want to get the 10th card, so I pull this thing out, and I'm tap, 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 tap. Oh, I missed it. That's the problem. If you tap too many times, you're trying to tap too quickly, and then you tap too fast, and then you skip it. That's something that happens with those stupid GoPro cameras. Sometimes you're trying to select things in the menu, and you miss it, and then you got to go through the whole menu again and come back. So anyway, moving on. So it sounds like a really cool idea. It's $100. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think about the price of it. Additionally, there's security features where I believe with your smartphone. So if somebody steals your wallet or something like that, you can, hopefully your phone's not in your wallet. I don't know how you fit a phone in a wallet, but hopefully your phone's not in your wallet, because you could go to the phone and you can lock out the card, and that's great. So normally, if you had a whole bunch of cards, you had 10 cards, you have to make 10 phone calls. And then do you have those numbers? The numbers are usually on the back of the cards, right? So if you lose your MasterCard, how do you know the number to MasterCard to call them to cancel the card, right? So you're probably going to have to Google. Now you got to get internet access, blah, blah, blah. You know, a little complicated. But here, and I guess you still need internet access. So internet access is a non-issue. You can go to your smartphone and you can just, boom, you know, a couple clicks or something, in theory, you lock out all your cards. Well, you're not locking out your cards. You're locking out access to your cards from your coin, right? Because if someone steals your wallet, your coin is in there. That's all they have is your coin. Now, that brings us to the potential security risks. So, in this card, clearly, is the information for access to all of your accounts in a single device. So, what happens if the wrong person happens to steal this device? Now, first of all, the odds of someone robbing someone who happens to have a coin device, I mean, how popular is this thing going to be? What are the odds of them running into it? And again, it has to be the right person, right? You've got to be a hacker with the means to be able to hack into this thing. And then what does that actually mean? How do you hack into this card? You know, how strong is security on this? Because I'd be concerned about someone stealing my coin card and then hacking the thing. And then by hacking it, they have access to all of my account information. Now, I guess if we follow this logical leap that I'm taking here, we have to consider if they have the card, they have access to all my cards. And I assume the lockout feature is only going to lock out the coin. So I guess that does follow. That logic does follow in terms of the risk. The risk is getting the data, the security data for my actual cards, not the actual card itself. So the fact that you have my coin card, the risk there can be mitigated by the feature, the lockout feature. Now, are there ways of preventing the lockout? Are there ways of preventing that? That's another thing. So is there a way that I can take your card and somehow prevent you from being able to lock it out? So while you're out there being comfortable thinking you're good to go, I'm out there swiping your card and using it with no problems, assuming you don't cancel your actual cards because you just think, oh, it's just my coin card that got stolen and I locked that out, so I'm good to go. So then you go and just order a new coin card, not knowing that someone actually prevented your lockout and they're out there using your one card and they're swiping this thing around. I mean, obviously, when the bill comes in, you're going to notice, and then you're going to start canceling your cards. But in the meantime, you're still at risk. The other thing is for them to actually steal the encrypted data in the card that allows the card to mimic your actual cards. So, for example, hacker steals your one card. They are able to hack into the card and get that information. And now they have actual data for your actual card, so they can create their own clones of the card. So even if the one coin card is recovered, they still have the keys to your accounts. So they can create these dummy cards and go out there and access your actual cards. They no longer need the coin because they can essentially replicate the coin, right? They can replicate their own hacked coin card that basically can do the same thing that the coin card can do. So that's another potential risk. There's even the risk of potentially, and if you're going to keep this in your wallet, I mean, people generally don't leave their wallet around anywhere, but if somehow someone does get access to your wallet, somehow they get access to knowing that you do have a card. So let's say someone actually hacks the coin database so they know who coin customers are. Now you got a big problem. Now you can target actual coin holders. So now when you're targeting actual coin holders, now you can plan schemes like somehow gaining access to their coin cards and then replicating the card data and then replacing the coin card. So the holder of the card has no idea that the coin data has been compromised. So they're going around thinking they're good to go, everything's good to go, and then the credit card bill comes in and it's like, whoa, I didn't buy a dozen dildos. So, or whatever shows up on there, teddy bears, whatever. Yeah. So definitely with something like this, with more convenience, there comes also potential risks. So I would be a little bit concerned about how those risks are mitigated. So I definitely want to know everything about security of this card, which is interesting because the FAQ on this coin product doesn't really, to me, go over that much of security stuff. Security is my biggest concern about this card. Sounds like a really cool idea. I like the idea of this one card deal. These are the questions. Referral program, how do I get my coin? Form. Oh, they actually have a whole security section, so I take that back. How is coin more secure than traditional plastic card? More secure. So someone is claiming it's more secure. Interesting. It's coin password protected. Why do you need to verify my account? Why does my coin only display the last 4 digits of my payment cards? What type of encryption do you use to protect my card data? How does the coin mobile? Yeah, okay, so they're not idiots. They know these are big concerns. Let's look at what type of encryption do you use to protect my card data? The card data is protected with 256-bit encryption when it is stored in the coin mobile app, and with 128-bit encryption on the coin device. Interesting. It's much higher encryption on your phone than it is on the actual card itself. So in order to hack this card, you would need to hack 128-bit encryption. Your card data is double encrypted when it is sent via Bluetooth Low Energy BLE from your mobile device to coin. Your data is uniquely protected with a key specific to your device. Okay, sounds nice, but for the layman, I think that definitely we want to hear from security experts on this, because this stuff sounds nice, but if you don't have the training on this stuff, then how do you know that this is actually strong, solid arguments in terms of like, oh, that's good, they're doing that, oh yeah, just you're good to go. And I'm not a hacker, so I don't know all the latest methods and things like that. So even myself, I mean, I know these are very high numbers in terms of the bit of encryption. So initially I say, okay, this is really high levels of encryption. But what does that mean, really high levels of encryption? I need to know what is the level of ability to defeat different levels of encryption. So for example, for all I know, a really good hacker is capable of breaking through 128-bit encryption. It's just that it'll take him a couple of days. I don't know that. And without that information, this information is really not that valid. It's like you're telling me your safe has a door that has a 3 foot of thickness. Okay, that sounds impressive. But if I do some research and find out that because of the material you're using, there are actually drills available that can drill through the 3 feet in about 3 minutes, then it's kind of like, okay, hey guy, what's up with this? So as they say, the devil is in the details. Anyway, bottom line is, sounds like a cool concept. I just want to hear from some security experts in terms of how valid or secure these things are. Now, you are watching Carlisle's Big Technology channel. I would like you to also take a look at my review of an electric bicycle, electric cargo bike from Spicy Curry from Yuba.
To get down to downtown, downtown, la 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 la.
So I did a 5-mile review on this bike, and if you have any curiosity about electric bicycles, and also about electric cargo bicycles, so a bicycle that can actually carry cargo, then definitely take a look at this video. Had a great time doing it, and you can definitely learn a lot about this whole new electric bicycle thing, and be ahead of the curve, because I think it's coming, man. There's going to be a lot of electric bicycles. It's growing and growing and growing. It's an emerging technology, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So check it out. Thank you for watching. This is, again, Carlisle's Big Technology channel. And I'm out.